Hey there guys, it's JupponGatana coming at you, and today I wanted to talk about the Lufel EX plan. Essentially, what was the original conception of this plan? Did it actually deliver on the initial promise? And also, well, how hard is it to actually obtain everything? Now, to start off with this, originally, this whole plan, this whole new system, was originally teased or like talked about all the way back in August of 2025 for us. You know, it's a global thing. And the premise was to kind of make it easier to get 5-star weapons, you know, to build on them through daily play. It just it does it to some extent because you can get at least enough for one of these mods. And what these artisan mods do are they are a universal power up. They take the place of a 5-star weapon. It could even be, you know, it could be any 5-star weapon, you know, even like a new character, you know, limited standard, doesn't matter. It'll upgrade any of those spots for you. So if you're, you know, not wanting to have to pull for another 5-star weapon for a new character, you could put that in place to get that enhancement, and that'll really help you out. It's great. Well, there are questions I started asking people because I was curious because, again, I'm a day one player. I already had it to where this was unlocked almost instantly. You know, I only had to do a little bit of the Astro to clear some stuff to get enough to get these mods set and, you know, get these other little rewards on the side too. So I had to ask around, and I was like, realistically, you know, what like S level are you if you're somebody who started 2 months ago? How far into this are you? Are you able to obtain step 7 with only a couple of months of play? And realistically, the answer is pretty mixed. Obviously, somebody who comes into this game later, you know, months down the road, and they're completely free to play and casual, they're they're not gonna hit this last one here. They may hit step 5, you know, at least getting enough here, but step 6 and 7 may still be out of their reach for the time being. Will they get it in another month or two? Oh, absolutely, because again, the goal of this system was to get these rewards through daily play. The problem I have with this, and most people, is this final box here, the secondary one, with what we have here. One, I'm not sure if they're going to expand on it further. So let's say Phoebe comes out of the standard jail, and does her weapon get added to this box? Like, this is kind of a global exclusive thing. I don't know if they brought it to the other versions. As of right now, they could have. So maybe there's more information there. But from the best of my knowledge, I don't know. And the thing is, we're not getting this box for a minute, because one of the challenges that absolutely just is going to stall us here is 3 of these fates. And 3 of those fates are essentially the red nodes in Astro. So we have to defeat 3 of those. There's no getting around it. There's no cheating it here. So we'll have season 1 here that's going to end in 5 days and 5 hours. So, you know, and even then, okay, well then we'll have to, you know, we'll have to go through a whole nother season and then wait 2 weeks to potentially get the next red one. Assuming, and again, I didn't play the other versions, I'm assuming that at least the core setup, the fate's always going to be in the back. It's always going to be, you know, out of reach of the first week to be able to get everything. So it's going to take us at the bare minimum almost another month and a half from now, well, almost 2 months from now, to be able to be eligible to get that other weapon box, which may or may not be expanded upon. And at that time, there's a possibility you may not even need that box, because you may already have all the 5-star weapons for some of these units at that point. So if they add to it, cool. That'll be great. I'd be happy about that. But right now, this is up in the air. And the other thing is, I I don't know if I'm alone on this one, and you guys can correct me in the comments down below. But I realistically thought they were going to do something like this, but they were going to turn it into a monthly format where maybe we don't necessarily get 60 of these and some of these side rewards here, but maybe they put a month timer on it. You get stuff through standard play, and after like 2 months, you'd get enough to get another weapon dupe, and that would repeat that cycle, kind of similar to the battle pass, but it'd be free, and there'd be stuff you'd work towards, because you know the core aspect of it. Yes, you can unlock all this stuff through daily play, especially as a day one player. You'll have no problem. I mean, it's going to take you maybe not as long as a day one player to hit some of these things because of like the buffs to get to level 70 quicker or get to level 80 quicker, the speed up mechanics, and some of the other stuff is a little bit easier now that we've got some really great characters in the game. I mean, again, when we started the game, Joker was, the best character at one point. Joker and arguably Ant. So there is something to be said about that, but it's just, that's a one-time thing. And then the second box here, best case scenario, we've got about 2 months until we get that weapon. And that weapon is only for the standard pool. So I don't know. I feel like they really missed the mark here, unless they plan to, like, once we clear this out, it all restarts again, which would be great. But even then, could they maybe, I don't know, time gate it a little less? Maybe by like a month less, assuming we're going to get like all these same rewards again for doing different stuff, and this gets a little bit harder. But even then, if they... So here's the other thing. If they like expand upon it, and let's say there's Lufel Plan EX2, and they double this to like 60 or something crazy, that's only going to go to a few select people like myself who are going to be able to clear that. So I don't know. I feel like it needs to be kind of like a monthly set of challenges thing. One of the ones here I saw was for fishing at some point, doing social stats. One of them was fishing. Yeah, there's fishing proficiency. So like some simple stuff that just has you playing the game, or the task system. Task system's pretty much everybody's going to get that to level 8 at some point, as long as they're logging in and they're refreshing their tasks. If you're not doing that, you never level the system, and, well, you don't get a free weapon eventually. But again, the heavy time gating stuff. Even this one. This one's, granted, this one will be done in the next set, because we already have 3 here. I think I would be more, I don't know, lenient, or maybe not more lenient, but more understanding if instead of like 3 fates, this was 2. If it was every 2 months or something, and they alternated, and they refreshed this, and you had a chance to get a new weapon here. But as it stands, this is a one and done system. They put some effort into this to put this in the game, but it just kind of feels like it fell short overall, because it's not helping you to consistently get more materials. I mean, it's not like you're gonna find these currency in the task system, or maybe you do down the road, but when that is, how often, there's just a lot of question marks there. So I don't know how, as like people have been playing for, let's say 3 months or less. Like, how far along are you in this system? Are you able to get somewhat close to getting these mod pieces? Do you feel that, this one weapon here has really helped accelerate your count, or would you like to see Lufel EX be actually like a monthly or even a 2-month refreshing system here that rewards you for logging in every day and playing? But that was just something I was thinking about. I wanted to touch on this at some point. I waited for it to be out for a bit to kind of just look over it and go like, man, they had us waiting for months on this thing, and this is what we got. It's free rewards. I get it, cool, but I feel like they could do more for everybody. It doesn't help me as much. You know, it is what it is because I spend on the game. But I'd rather they put something in here that's gonna, help with retention. That's gonna reward people for daily play and, help them build out maybe some other characters as well, or work towards, characters they can't pull on the weapons for with some more of those artisan mods. And granted, it's not like the Cognite shards that even now I think trying to get my second one. Let's see where we're at on that. Just to add some. Yeah, I'm at 41, so I need 19 more of those. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think on this one.